Hello students, welcome to standard 9 subject mathematics chapter 6 lines and angles. This is lecture number 9 and we have started in last lecture exercise 6.3 the question number 1 in last lecture we have solved. Now we will continue this exercise. The question number 2 we have in this with this figure given. So in figure angle x is 62 given, angle xyz, the whole this big angle is 54 degree given. If YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY, means YO is bisector of angle XYZ and ZO is the bisector of angle XZY respectively of the triangle XYZ. Find OZY. OZY means this angle we want and angle YOZ, this angle we want. This is the question. So in solution, in triangle XYZ point of view, we see angle x plus y plus z equals to 180. Angle sum properties, theorem 6.7 we have. Three angle sum will be 180. Now place all the values. Angle x is 62 given, angle y that is xyz is 54 given, plus z equals to 180 we can write. So angle z equals to 180 minus sum of these two is 62 plus 54 will 116. So this will be 180 minus 116 will give 64. So angle z equals to 64 we have. This is the first angle z we have, 64. Now as given in the question that YO is bisector of XYZ and ZO is a bisector of XZY. So we can understand that this half angle OYZ will be half of angle XYZ, and similarly this half angle OZY will be half of this full angle XZY, and XZY is half of actually Z for triangle XYZ. Z angle is there. So angle OYZ as it is half, angle XYZ is given 54, that is, and 54 half will be 27 degree. And angle OZY is half of angle Z. Angle Z here we have 64. Half of 64 will be 32 degree. So angle OZY is 32 degree. This is the first question's answer we got. Right? Next we want angle YOZ is remaining. For that we will take this triangle, the small triangle we can see, triangle OYZ. In triangle OYZ again we can use the angle sum property. This angle YOZ plus this angle is angle OYZ plus this angle is OZY. Sum of all three angles is 180 by theorem, by angle sum property theorem. Now place values. Angle YOZ we need plus OYZ is here we have 27 plus OZY is 32 we got equals to 180. So angle YOZ equals to 180 minus sum of these two is 27 and 32 is 59. So 180 minus 59 is 121 degree. So next, the question number 3 we have. In figure, this figure is given. AB parallel DE is given. Angle BAC is 35 given. In the figure we have shown, and angle CDE is 53 degree given. We have shown it. We need angle DCE. This angle we need, DC. How to get this? See the solution. Here directly we can say angle BAE equals to angle AE. BAE equals to angle AED. Because of Z you can see Z corner angles are there. Z corner angles are alternate angles. These two angles, alternate angles, and alternate angles between the two parallel line, given parallel line, are equal. So they are alternate angle and therefore they are equal because of the parallel lines between them they are. So angle AED and angle BAE are equal, and angle AED is this angle can be written as angle CED also, the same angle we have. That's why angle AED means this angle is also written as angle CED, and that is equal to BAE, and this is 35. It is given. So angle AED or equals to angle CED is 35 degree. Because of given, we can write this. Now next, in the triangle, we can see here CDE triangle. You can see in triangle CDE by theorem 6.7 or angle sum property, all the sum of 3D angles will be 180. So angle BCE plus angle CDE plus angle CED, all the three angles sum equals to 180. Now place all the values. Angle BCE that we want, that is as it is. CDE angle is 53 given, that we write, plus CED angle CED is 35 we got here, that we place, and equals to 180 as it is. Now angle DCE equals to, this is 180 minus sum of these two will be 88, 53 and 35, 88 will be subtracted from 180. So 180 minus 88 is 92 degree we have. So this is the answer of angle DCE, that is 92 degree we will have. This is the answer. Next question is question number 4. For this question, this figure is given, and about that given that in figure, if lines PQ and RS intersect at point P this way, such that angle PRT is 40 degree, angle PRT is 40 degree shown here, angle RPT is 95 degree, RPT is 95 degree shown here, and angle TSQ is 75 degree, that is also shown in the figure. We have to find angle SQT, this angle we want. How to reach there? See, in a solution, in triangle PRT we start with, this is the triangle. By angle sum property, all the sum of the three angles will be 180. So angle PRT plus angle RPT plus angle PTR, all the three angles sum equals to 180 by theorem we can write. Place all the values. PRT is 40 degree given, plus RPT is 95 degree given, plus angle PTR we are going to find equals to 180. As given values we have used here, we have done given. So angle PTR equals to, this is 180, and the sum of these two will be subtracted over here. So 40 and 95 will be 135, subtracted from 180 will give 45 degree. So angle PTR, this angle we have 45 degree, we will say equation 1 or result 1. Now angle PTR, this angle, and angle QTS, this angle, you can see they are vertically opposite angles. So PTR and QTS are equal because vertically opposite angles. By theorem 6.1 we can say the vertically opposite angles are equal. So these two angles are equal. So angle QTS is also equal to angle PTR, that is 45. Therefore angle QTS equals to 45, as PTR is 45 given in equation 1 or result 1. So we reach up to QTS is 45. This angle is 45 we got. Now you can take the next triangle QTS, that is taken in triangle SQT, this triangle. By theorem 6.7, or you can say angle sum property, sum of all three angles will be 180. So angle SQT, this angle, plus angle QTS, this angle, plus angle PSQ, this angle. All the three angles sum equals to 180. Now place all the values. Angle SQT as it is, plus angle QTS is 45, here we have, plus PSQ is given 75, that we place equals to 180. So angle SQT equals to 180 minus sum of these two, and sum of these two is 120, 45 and 75. Will be subtracted from 180 and it will give 60. So angle SQT equals to 60 degree. Finally, we have our answer. Right? Next is question number 5 we have. In that, this figure is given. In this figure, PQ is perpendicular on PS. PQ is perpendicular on PS. That means on P at P point 90 degrees angle made. And PQ parallel SR is given. Angle SQR is 28 degree given. Angle QRT is 65 degree given. Here X and Y given, so that find X and Y. That's X and and y value we want to find out here. So in solution we start is angle PQR and angle QRT. You can see they are making Z corners, PQR and QRT. Z corners are made between the two parallel lines. PQ and SR is parallel already given. Between the two parallel lines, the Z corner angles are called alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal if they are formed between the two parallel lines. So we have shown it. Angle PQR, this big angle, equals to angle QRT because of alternate angle. Now place value angle PQR is actually composed of two angles, this and this. So angle PQR is the sum of x plus 28, that is shown here, equals to QRT 65 is given. So from this x equals to 65 minus 28 and it will give 37 degree. So value of x we got 37 degree. This way. Now we want to get y. For that we take the triangle PQS. In triangle PQS, angle sum property, or theorem 6.7 you can say, sum of all three angles is 180. That we took place here. Angle P plus Q plus S equals to 180. Angle P is 90 degree because of perpendicular PQ to PS given was. So angle P 90 plus Q is X, only this PQS part we have to take, plus S part is only PS, Q part is Y. So in this triangle, X plus 90 plus Y, or 90 plus X plus Y equals to 180. So therefore it is 90 and X is 37 as it is, plus Y equals to 180 as it is. So Y equals to 180 minus sum of these two, 90 and 37 sum will be 127. 180 minus 127 will give 53 degree. So Y equals to 53 degree, this we have. So this way we get X and Y both the values in this question number 5. Now question number 6 we have this figure given in this, and about that given is in figure the sides QR of triangle PQR. First you consider this triangle PQR is there, and its one of the side is QR, and it is produced means extended to point S. That is given. Side QR is reduced to point S of the triangle PQR, and if the bisectors of angle PQR's bisector is this QT, and angle PRS bisector is this RT, they both meet at the point P. This is the bisector of PQR, this is the bisector of PRS, both meeting at point T. Then we have to prove that angle QTR is this angle. This angle is half of angle QPR, this angle. Understood? We want to find, we want to prove. So in solution here, angle PRS, you see, is exterior angle for the triangle PQR. If this PRS is exterior angle, the remaining two angle P and Q, angle QPR and angle QPQR are interior opposite angles. And by theorem 6.8, we know that the exterior angle is the sum of two interior opposite. So that we have angle PRS equals to this interior two angles sum, it is QPR plus PQR. Result 1 we say. And angle PRQ, here you can see this angle PRQ and this angle PRS are of linear pair. So sum of these two will be 180, and any one angle will be 180 minus the other one. So angle PRQ, if you want, we have to subtract this angle PRS from 180. So PRQ equals to 180 minus PRS because of linear pair, and say this as result 2 also. Now you take the triangle TQR. This triangle if I take, so by theorem sum of all three angles is 180, that we place. So sum of all three angles is this. Angle this has QTR angle name, plus this name is angle TQR, plus this name is angle PRQ, equals to 180. Angle QTR is as it is. Angle TQR, this part is half of PQR because of this is bisector given, So that here angle PQR is placed as half PQR plus TRQ, angle TRQ. In that half angle of this PRS comes and the remaining PRQ comes. So that here half of PRS, because of bisector, half of this angle is half of PRS plus this angle is PRQ, and PRQ means from 2 180 minus PRS, that we have done. Now on both the side, this is PRQ, in place of that this is written equals to 180. Now both the side 180 we can cancel. Here QTR as it is. What we have on remaining, half PQR, half PRS and minus PRS. This is plus half PRS and minus PRS. So from minus 1 PRS, if we subtract half PRS, so minus half PRS will be remaining on the left. If we have on the left half PRS minus half PRS, on the left we have minus half PRS and plus half PQR. So if we take on the right side, this half will be common and minus half PRS becomes plus half PRS, and this plus half PQR becomes minus half PQR, and from both this half is taken common. Now see, angle QTR as it is equals to half as it is. You see this part, angle PRS minus angle PQR. From this result 1 you see, this is PRS and this is PQR. Here we have, if we take this plus part on the left, we will have angle PRS minus angle PQR. This is, we can see in the bracket. In the bracket what we can see, angle PRS minus angle PQR. And here you see, if you take angle PQR on the left, it will be angle PRS minus angle PQR. So from result 1, we can understand that angle PRS minus angle PQR shows angle QPR actually. Angle PRS plus is taken back side minus PQR will give QPR. So this expression is angle PRS minus PQR. So from result 1 we can say that this bracket shows about angle QPR. So we have written angle QPR. From 1 we have written the reason also. So this way angle QTR equals to half angle QPR we get finally. So this is our answer. So this way this chapter is finished, and remaining examples you are suggested to do yourself, and for your more practice you see the video 2-3 times. You solve all these questions of exercise 2-3 times actually for your more practice, and for theorem also you practice this 2-3 times, because everything is important. Theorem will be asked of 3-4 marks, and this type of question can also be asked of 2-3 marks, and this type of solving questions may be asked. So you are suggested to write this geometrical section is there. So more practice is required in this. So do practice. Thank you.